the bizarreness wasn't over after the game finished. I actually had a press conference afterwards, and they brought me up to talk, and I didn't have much to say. I didn't have much input. I couldn't really put into words how hitting the home run felt or my pitching performance in general. I just kind of froze up there, and I had a phone call in the middle of it, and it was my mom, so I left in the middle of the whole interview. And it was bizarre because my mom, it's always, I have to call my mom. She never calls me because she's always working, and she actually called the entire game and saw me play, saw the home run and everything. You know, again, it's crazy to think that, you know, I put on 55 and I'm hitting a home run like a decky. But in the game that I hit a home run, my mom actually sees it. And I had, you know, it was a little shaky out there in the start, but to know that she watched, she never got to see me in high school, really. She worked all that time for me to be here. And now that I'm like 3,000 miles away, she's finally seeing everything that she really worked for. And, you know, it makes me sad at times that she isn't actually here to actually see me. But one day we're going to get there. It feels like it's gotten a little easier here in Reno. The clubhouse is way better here in Reno than it was in Mobile. In Reno, I feel like I've made a few more friends. The facilities are a lot better. We've got really cool couches and everything. You know, everybody has their stupid little tradition and everything. And I've made friends with, I feel, more people here in Reno, especially my fellow draft class member, Tanner Kilgore. You know, he's from Arkansas. He talks in a southern accent. I can't do it very well, but I remember we went out after the win, and you know, he wanted to show me around Reno a little bit because he's actually been out there for a bit. And we went to go get a bite to eat. He was talking about how I don't talk up a lot. And he's like, you know, usually when I meet one of you Yankees, y'all, I can't do his accent, but you know, he was basically saying you don't talk up like most people up north do, and that was never really my thing. You know, I guess I always kind of spoke through, you know, the silly little games and you know, pretending to be something bigger than what I actually was. You know, like, it was just always, you know, having fun in the backyard or pretending to be like a different, you know, Dragon Ball Z character or something like that. It was never me. So I guess there was never really a me that I found yet. And one of the biggest things he said I can do here is find my voice. Strangely enough, as soon as he said that, the next day, I actually found a situation in which I probably should have.
A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role.
A manager had came to talk to me about changing to become a reliever. I've never, ever, ever been a reliever. It was just always go out there, pitch as long as you can, and start. And I wanted to be opposed to it, but, you know, I feel like I don't deserve the right to say that, but I wanted to know why.
Always looking to fill needs, clubs will explore every way a prospect might be capable of contributing.
It just, something about it didn't sit right. It felt weird to think I was voted as a top all-star in AA. In AAA, it wasn't as if I got completely creamed. I know that there's still some command issues and everything that I still need to work on, but is that a reason to move me down to a closer or a reliever spot? mean, I want to be a starter. That's what I'm here to do.
And when team needs collide with a player's expectations, a game of dreams also becomes a game of choices.
You never want to put yourself in front of the team. You always do what's best for the team. It's what I've always been taught, but what's always been best for the team for me is me being the starter, me being the leader, me doing my best to help the team win. I don't see how me as a closer helps, but I don't want to cause a rift. I have such a great opportunity here. I've gotten to meet the GM and the owner of the Diamondbacks organization. I don't want to seem as if I'm a problem. So I suppose the best thing to do is just accept the role and take on whatever challenges come with it and play to prove that I really am a starter and not just a closer. I understand there's still some mechanics and some control things that I need to get better at, but I would think that I'm a step above.
This AAA player has been generating a lot of buzz with his stellar play of late.
But that's internally. Externally, it seems that the perception is completely different. Now I'm suddenly getting questions about should I move up, whereas internally I'm being asked if I can take a smaller role. But again, you do what's right for the team and you just play.
Excellence commands attention. If he keeps it up, visits from reporters will become commonplace.
But I still have to be confident in my abilities. That's part of why they had me playing. So yeah, I feel like if I were there, I'd be ready to go. But there's still things that I need to improve on and get better at.
And an invitation to the big stage, inevitable.
It was strange. I was kind of cornered with the questions, but for once I felt a little bit more in control. My answers were a little bit more concise. Not perfect, but getting better. So in the very next game, I'd come out for the first time in my new role. Top of the 9th inning against the Omaha Storm Chasers. Tanner had just hit a home run in the 7th inning to help push the lead to 5-3. Just need 3 outs and to get out 3 batters. Shouldn't be so hard. I don't give up many runs, and I only have to do it for 3 innings. It still felt a little weird. Coming out so late in the game, and still feeling a little fatigued from the last.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
That first pitch fastball felt way too fat, too juicy. Felt like in any other situation that one gets slugged into the outfield.
Shot foul over towards the dugout.
Then I started missing my spots, and I realized still how tired I felt after just a day's rest.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Breaking pitches are missing pretty badly. At this point, I'm just praying that mixing up my speeds will make me miss.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
2 to go.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Carlos Starnes is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Still worried that fastball does not feel like it should.
And the 0-1. Sliced hard down the left field line. And that is down as that could be 2 bases.
It finally caught up to me. Yeah, my arm feels really tired. I'm not hitting my spots. Fastball feels like it's about 5 miles per hour off. I'm in some serious trouble if I can't get my control down.
That would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it.
Finally got some action with that slurve. Started out a little too high, though. I needed that to break way lower. But the action looked good. Let's go ahead and give him some heat.
What kind of sequence he uses.
Comes set with the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Really wanted the inside, but I got the outside. But maybe this gives me a chance to go circle change.
Out and the offering. Try to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
Just missed the corner. I thought the movement would have been enough for him to swing. Back to the drawing board. Let's go back to the slurve. See if I can get it to actually drop lower this time.
Got him. And
One more to go. All I have to do is just make sure the runner from second doesn't score. But I didn't get an opportunity to see that happen. I got pulled. Made sense. My arm was getting tired, but at the same time, why put me in this situation if you know I haven't gotten the rest yet? Maybe I shouldn't put up a fight. I'll get another chance. What's important is if the team gets the win. We did, and the good guys go home happy. I got another opportunity again to make a save against Omaha. This time a 1-0 game, and I got to see just how good our starters were. Tyler Wagner went 7 1/3 innings, only gave up 4 hits. And now it's pretty much my job to go in there and make sure that his efforts weren't for nothing. Usually, I'm the one putting the pressure on the closers. Now it's on me.
the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1.
The pressure feels so much different. Normally, I'm worried about giving up a run. Now I'm just worried about giving up the game.
Hit hard down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right.
I've got to keep it together. Stay composed. It's only 1 hit. It was a well-hit ball straight up the first base line, going up against a lefty. If I blow the save, I blow the win for Tyler. Keep it together.
Into the box now, number 26, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
That should have been called a strike. But even then, that fastball still felt a little too loose. Gotta be tighter. Gotta be better. Let's go breaking ball.
No delivery. Hit hard back up the middle. And there's a base hit as well, as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th.
It's another juicy pitch that I left over the middle of the plate. That's not good. Now we got 2 on. No outs. Gotta sharpen up.
Sacrifice attempt here.
And look at who bailed me out. Tanner jumping up from third base to make a play on that bunt. Rocketed it over to second, but I wish that arm was there at second base to get it to first. That could have been a double play.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
And now with the runner at third, I've got to get this guy out.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Hopefully this does it.
And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check?
Circle change works like a charm.
Here's the delivery. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1.
It may be up in the count, but seeing him make contact like that's a little unnerving. Gotta go low. Time for the slurve.
I wouldn't mess with him.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate.
It's a little lower than I wanted, and it actually advanced the runner to second. Fortunately, the pitch didn't go wild. Got bailed out there.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Missing my spots badly. I don't like this pressure. It's unusual for me.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
I cannot load the bases.
The 3-1 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. O'Brien is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Just got out of that by the skin of my teeth. And thankfully, due to some great defense. This is a team victory. And maybe that's the lesson that my manager wants me to learn, is that this is a team game. It's not all about me. Sometimes you're going to put on a classic pitching performance, and sometimes your teammates are going to be there for you to bail you out to get the win. And that the W is all that matters at the end of the day. next series was against the Round Rock Express. And we actually had just come back in the 9th inning, scoring 2 runs to put the score 2-1. And I had an interesting first batter to go up against in the 9th to get my first out. Joey Gallo of the Texas Rangers. A power hitter, and I couldn't even get the first call strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Well, it's got
inside pitch, definitely missed. Lost control of it. But I definitely should have gotten that first one. All right, got to go fastball. Got to get something over the plate.
Pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
Not where I would have liked that one to been. Straight over the middle. Somehow Joey never caught up to it.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Finally, they gave me one on the splitter. Let's go Slurve.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
That was amazing to see him cut on something like that.
Is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Finally seems like I'm hitting my spots. They can't catch up to the fastball. I feel a little bit more alive on it. Things are starting to go my way.
Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Not sure how he called that one and yet didn't call the splitter from earlier, but I'll take it.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another 0-2 home. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
2 strikeouts. I can't believe he just looked at that one, too. Top right, but I got it.
Now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Ike Davis was the last guy I needed to get out. A major leaguer stands in my way of ending this game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the bottom of the 9th is still alive after the 2-out success.
Should have been what I expected from Mike Davis. Saw that the outfield was committed to the right side and overloaded. And sure enough, he pulled it the other direction. But it's not the end of the world. Stay sharp. We still have one more out that we have to get.
Strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 0-1, here's the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, and he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single.
Funny to think that after a game in which I praised my teammates and how much I had to rely on them, now I may have to be the one who has to close this one out. I can't believe there wasn't a playmate there. I know for sure if that was Tanner, that's an out.
And that misses, ball 1. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base and 2 men gone here in the 9th.
Anything on the right corner, I'm not getting. Anything on the left corner, I'm being given a lot of leeway with. Maybe I should use that to my advantage.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
That fastball was not where I wanted it. Really wanted it to the left. If it's drifting that far, I need to get my control back.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Good thing that circle change dropped. Still can't believe he actually swung at it.
You're telling the pitcher now, I'm not seeing the strikes at all. He'll probably try to get him to chase again.
2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Struck him out. So
mission accomplished. And sometimes it can go the other way. Sometimes a great pitching performance gets you out of it. But again, if the team results a W, everything's good. In our next game against Round Rock, I got to watch Yu Darvish pitch for 7 innings. It was amazing watching him work out there, but we homered off of him, and I had a chance to send him home with a loss. Something I never thought I'd be able to do.
Hit in the air. Medrano onto the grass, makes the play, 1 away.
One down, first batter got himself out of here easily.
First pitch coming, here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Good. Felt more comfortable as the games went on in this closing role. It felt nice to kind of take on the challenge of essentially making sure we don't lose the game.
The 0-1. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
I felt my control getting a lot better. I was hitting the corners better. Movement of all my pitches were getting better. And it felt like I could get guys out a lot easier.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Didn't give him the bite on that pitch. But at least I made him think about it. But I still want to see if I can make him jump on something outside rather than having to pitch to him.
To deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Good hard splitter, but it misses 2-2.
All right. We've given him off speed. Let's see if he can just beat the heat.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Beautiful. 1 more to go.
Roger Springer, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Missed on the first pitch. He's been 2 for 2 today. Let's see if I have what it takes to get him out and make him miss for the first time.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Just got that fastball just in front of him. But I can't go to that too often. I don't want him to catch up to it at some point.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one will be foul back in among the fans.
Got it on the cutter. Got to go a little slower.
Strike, here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Good old slurve. Always comes through. Couldn't get it going away. A little too slow for him. All I had to do was just slow it down step by step. And we go home winners. Really loving this role as a closer. It's not what I want to do in the long run. But if I can save games here in AAA, I should be able to be the starter in no time.